Hello, everybody. Welcome to Exercise with Exos. I hope you are all so ready to get a workout in today. I'm freezing right now for some reason, so I'm really looking forward to getting this sweat in with all of you guys. So hopefully more people start rolling in for us, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Happy October, everyone. It is October 1st. It is officially, fall officially was a couple weeks ago, but now it's like officially fall. So I wanted to have a little bit of fun with today's workout. So before I get started with that, I want everyone to take a second and I want you guys all to share with me your favorite Halloween movie. So we're getting in the theme of Halloween, of fall. So if you want to share your favorite Halloween movie, go ahead and do that. Mine personally is Hocus Pocus. I hate scary movies, but I'm definitely a Disney girl, and Hocus Pocus is, oh, yep, Brittany, Hocus Pocus. We're on the same page here. It's the best Halloween movie. It's not Halloween until you watch Hocus Pocus. Oh, Beetlejuice. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh, you guys have some good ones. Okay, so for today's workout, we are doing a pumpkin workout. So what that means is everything on our workout today is going to be related to like the spelling of pumpkin. So I'll go ahead and get started. Luis is going to put everything in the chat for us. So if you get lost with anything, it will be all in the chat box today for you. But to explain everything, so we're spelling out pumpkin. So for the first P, we're going to do plank to pike. So we're going to be in that plank position, and we're just going to push up into a pike and back down. So we're going to do that. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we are doing 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. So we're going to do each thing 45 seconds, and we'll take 15 seconds after that. So we're going to do plank to pike first. And then for the U, we're going to do Frankenstein sit-ups. Also, yes, in the Halloween theme. So you're going to be laying flat on the ground. Oh, try not to hit the door if you're by the door. And you're going to sit all the way up, touch your toes, and back down. So we're just doing full sit-ups this way. You want to keep those feet on the ground using that core. So we're going to do that for 45 seconds for the U. And then for the M, we're going to do marches. So we're going to stand up, do 45 seconds of marches. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can go ahead and do some skips. You're going to double tap there, but you don't have to do that because it's an M for pumpkin. So we're going to do marches. And then for the second P, we're going to be back on the ground for more planks. But this time we're going to touch knee to opposite side elbow. So coming across each knee to each elbow. And then for the K, we're going to do a reverse lunge with a kick. So the kick is the K. So we're going to step back and then come up, kick, touch that toe. So then we're just going to keep doing that. We're going to do all 45 seconds on one leg, and then we're going to do 45 seconds on the other leg. So I know there's not 2 Ks in pumpkin, but we're just going to split it up that way. And then for the I, we're going to do inchworms. So you're going to start standing. You're going to bend forward into a forward fold, have your hands on the ground, walk them out into a plank position, and then we're going to walk back up. So 45 seconds of inchworms. And then for the N, we're going to do kneeling to squat. So I know kneeling is a K, but emphasis on the N part of it. So we're going to start in that kneeling position, stand up, and back down. So we're going to be in that low squat, holding, and we can alternate legs here too, but we're not going to do it twice. Don't worry, I'm not that mean. We're just going to keep doing that for 45 seconds. Okay, so if no one has any questions, we'll go ahead and get started with our warm-up. So in our space here, we are going to do the world's greatest stretch. So we're going to start at the top. And I'm going to start with my right leg. So I'm going to go into reverse lunge, right leg back, left leg forward. Hands are going to go on the ground on the inside of the left foot. And we're going to take that left arm, we're going to rotate open towards the left foot here. Looking up past that left thumb. Nice, big deep breaths. Keeping that back leg nice and flat. And let's go ahead and place that hand on the outside of the left foot. We're going to push back into a hamstring stretch. So we're going to try and get as close to our leg as we can with our face, feeling the stretch all the way through the back of our leg. Awesome job. We're going to go ahead and bring that right foot near the left foot and stand back up. Great job, you guys. We're going to go ahead and do that on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and go into a reverse lunge. Hands on the ground on the inside of the right leg now. Moving that right arm, twisting, opening up, gazing past that thumb, the right hand this time, keeping that left leg nice and straight. The back leg is straight here. And we're going to place that hand on the ground on the outside of our right foot and push up into a hamstring stretch. Trying to get our face as close to the knee as we can. Holding that. And we're going to go ahead and take that left foot, place it next to the right foot, and stand back up. Awesome job, everyone. So to finish out our warm-up, we're just going to warm up our arms a little bit by doing a couple arm circles here. So let's go ahead and do 5 big arm circles forwards. We're going to do some arm stuff with the planks here. And then we're going to go backwards, getting those arms nice and warmed up. And then if you want to take a few seconds, hug the world, hug yourself, hug the world, hug yourself. Get that chest opened up a little bit more for all those planks. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me grab the timer here. And again, we're doing 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And we're spelling pumpkin. It's going to be a good time. All right. We're starting off with on the ground with plank to pikes, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we got 45 seconds, pushing up into that plank position. Hands are directly below the shoulders. Feet are going to be one flat line from our feet all the way up to our head when we're in that plank position. We want to keep that core tight, keeping our back nice and flat here. Using those shoulders to push ourselves up and using the core for control. It also will help if you exhale as you push up. Oh man, you guys were in Luis's class yesterday. I don't know about you guys, but my core is very sore from that. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna rest for 15 seconds. And we're gonna go and get ready for the U, which is going to be our Frankenstein sit-ups. Get it? Up, U. 3, 2, 1, and go. If you can't tell by now, you guys, I love themed things. I don't love Halloween, but I just like being in theme. So we're doing our pumpkin workout with our Frankenstein sit-ups, making sure we are using our core to sit up and not momentum. We do want to keep our upper body as flat as we can, keeping those heels on the ground. And same as always with any core exercise we do, you want to exhale to engage that core as you come up and touch toes. Keeping those arms straight here. We're almost there. Great job, you guys. Oh man, my core is so sore from yesterday. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. Up next is our M in pumpkin. We're doing marches. And you can do skips if you so please. I'm going to be marching. 3, 2, 1, and go. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Want those arms to be hammering down behind us and getting those knees up to that 45-degree angle. So we want to be using our core here to bring our knees up. We don't want to use, if we start to feel this in our hip flexors, that means we're using too much leg and not enough of the front core. Using the core to also help keep our back nice and flat. Always good to do that. We don't want to be arching anything here. We want to be sitting nice and tall. Alternating our feet. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take a little rest. We're going to go back to the ground for our plank, knee to opposite elbow. So touching each knee, opposite side elbow. 3, 2, 1. Going across your body here. Exhaling as you bring your knee to the opposite side elbow. We really want to make sure our butts are down Otherwise, we will not feel this in the core if your butt is too high. So we want to be nice and flat from head to heel. Using the core, if you need to take a few seconds, you guys can count to 3 in your head, and then we're going to get back up in that plank. Great job, you guys. Using that core, keeping our hands directly below the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. Whew. Shoulders. Okay, up next, RK, reverse lunge to kick. We're gonna do all on one leg, all on the other. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're 7 behind, using that core to kick our leg up in front of us. It's really important here to make sure the core is tight for balance purposes. We want to push the ground away from us with our heel, big toe, and little toe. Letting that knee track past our second toe. Whoops, ow, my hip keeps popping. And we want to make sure we're not stepping too wide back in that reverse lunge. We want to keep all that weight on the front foot. Squeezing the glute, kicking up, and keeping our balance. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. And then whatever leg you were just doing, we're going to do the opposite. So I was using my left leg first, so now I'm going to do it all on my right leg. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're stepping back, kicking up, pushing through the ground. Heel, big toe, little toe. Use that core to kick up, not the leg. Same thing as with our marches. Squeezing the glutes all the way up. We want to feel that. And the front leg. So we want to push through the heel, big toe, little toe. Push the ground away from us. You guys are doing awesome. My hips are really popping today. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take a rest. All right, you guys, up next is our eye. Like the Y, but not really. We're doing eyes, we're doing inchworms. Going in. 3, 2, 1. So we're bending forward, walking those hands until we're in a plank. And walking back up. If you feel like having an extra challenge, you can do a push-up when you get to the bottom. I'm not feeling that spunky today, so I'm just going to walk my hands out and back. But if you want to really make it a spooky pumpkin workout, you can add a little push-up in there. We want to make sure we're getting nice and flat in that plank, using our core, keeping those hands under the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take a rest. Awesome. We're almost done spelling pumpkin out. We got our kneeling to squats coming up next. And then we're going to go through another time. 3, 2, 1. Kneels to squats. So if you want to switch, alternate between the two. Face this way might be easier. We want to stay nice and low, making sure our knees are tracking past our second toe. Pushing through the ground, heel, big toe, little toe, to stand up. Squeezing the glutes. Keeping that core tight. Back flat. Great job, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and take a rest. And that was one time of spelling pumpkin. So we're going to go ahead and spell it again. Starting at the top, plank to pike. 3, 2, 1, and go. We're going to do this through 2 whole times. And we still have some time left over after this. I have something a little spooky special for you guys at the end before we cool down. We want to make sure we're keeping our core tight, back flat, pushing the ground away from us. If you want to keep your weight and your thumb through the pinky when we're pushing up away from us, keeping our back flat. 3, 2, 1, taking a rest. And up next, we're going to do the U. So we got our Frankenstein sit-ups. 3, 2, 1. Oh, just want to make sure we're keeping our feet on the ground. We're not using our momentum. We're using our core to come up and tap the toe. Just kind of like Frankenstein's Rising. But we're not going to be abnormal. Oh, that's a great Halloween movie. Wow, why didn't I say that? Or Nightmare Before Christmas. That's also a pretty good Halloween movie. Which it could be argued that it might be more of a Christmas movie, but I think it's a Halloween movie. It's got like the only Halloween song in it, so. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. Oh, I moved a little bit during that one. Okay, up next is our M. We're doing our marches. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're using that core, keeping our everything nice and tight, standing up tall, making sure we are doing opposite arm, opposite leg. If you're skipping, making sure you're doing a quick double tap on the ground. But I will not be skipping. Don't want to disturb my neighbors downstairs. Great job, you guys. Arms are hammering back and down. Using that core. Want to get about 90 degrees out from the hip and heel directly below the knee. So we want 2 90-degree angles in our legs here. Great job. 3, 2, 1. And we're taking a quick rest before we got our next P, which is our plank knee to opposite elbow. 3, 2, 1. And we're going knee, opposite side elbow, keeping our butts down, everyone. Trying to pull that knee diagonally across your body using that core. If you need to take a break, do so. Count to 3, and we're getting back up on those hands. Great job, you guys. Exhaling as we are bringing our knees up. Hands below the shoulders. Exhaling as the knees come up. 3, 2, 1. Taking a rest. Up next is our K. So we're starting with one leg, reverse lunge to kick. 3, 2, 1, and we're going. Whole foot, heel, big toe, little toe, pushing the ground away from us. Squeezing the glute. Using our core, keeping everything nice and tight here. Our core is tight to help keep our back flat and then to lift our leg up. So I want to make sure that we are not using the hip flexor as much, using more of that core to get that kick. We want to be squeezing the glute to the front leg. So all of our weight should be in our front foot. Knee tracking past the second toe. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take a rest. And then we're going to do our other leg. So we're still on K here. You guys are doing awesome. 3, 2, 1. Go on the other leg, reverse lunge to kick. Same thing as the other side. Squeezing the glutes. Using our core. keeping that balance. Back is flat. We're aiming to create a parallel line between our chest and our shin. So we want a slight bend at the hips. We don't want to be too far forward. Don't want to be standing tall, but a slight bend at the hips. Pushing through the ground, heel big toe, little toe. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. All right, we got 2 more movements left. We got an I, and we got an N. Young Frankenstein, yeah, Brittany knows what I'm talking about. Abby, Norman, 3, 2, 1, we're doing inchworms. We are bringing ourselves into the plank, pushing ourselves back up, keeping our back as flat as we can here, going out until we are nice and flat from our head to the heels, keeping that core tight, using your shoulders to push yourselves back up. Oh, I just realized that worms are kind of creepy. Creepy crawlers are like the dirt, like at Halloween parties as a kid. I might be talking crazy talk, but that's what I think of. But inchworms, 3, 2, 1, take a rest. Great job, you guys. We got 1 more exercise. We're doing kneel to squat. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're gonna alternate our feet, pushing through heel big toe, little toe. Okay, staying nice and low here. Should feel this. Oops. A little bit in the glutes, probably a lot in the quads. So we're pushing the ground away from us. Great job, everyone. Keep pushing. I know these ones can be a little difficult. I know they're Brittany's favorite, but it was the only N exercise I could really think of, and it doesn't even technically start with an N, but that's okay. We're getting creative here. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest, you guys. Get a sip of water. We're all doing awesome. And that circuit had a little bit more than what we usually do. Exercise-wise, we did 8 different things. We normally do 6. So we have a little bit of time left over. And I want to push you guys a little bit. So we're gonna do some burpees because everyone's afraid of them and it's Halloween. So we're gonna do 45 seconds of burpees. I want everyone to aim to get as many as they can in this 45 seconds. If you're not in a position to be doing burpees, you can do marches instead, or you can do some jumping jacks, or you can just do some air squats. Just whatever you're doing, the goal is to get as many reps as you can in 45 seconds. And I promise this will be the last thing we do, and then we will go ahead and get into our cool down, okay? So I'm gonna start the timer. And we are going in 3, 2, 1, and go. So if you're doing burpees, again, we're trying to get as many as we can. We want to make sure we're planting the whole foot in the ground, jumping nice and soft. If you are marching, we want to make sure we're keeping the core tight and creating those 90-degree angles in the hips and in the knees. If we're doing any sort of jumping, we want to make sure we're landing nice and soft. We want to minimize the impact on our joints here. Great job, you guys. Keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Oh, good job, you guys. Oh, yes, Gerald, Frankenstein, yes. Gotta get that accent going in there. Oh, great job, you guys. Get some water. We're gonna go ahead and do a nice cool down. So Get some water, take some breaths. We're gonna make our way onto the ground here. We are gonna start off on our hands and our knees. And we're gonna stretch out our back a little bit here and our arms. So we're gonna do thread the needle. So we're gonna I'm gonna start with my right hand. I'm gonna thread it through my left hand and my left arm. Oh man, it's really hard for me to catch my breath right now. But we're pushing into the ground with our palm pulling away with our upper back. And we're aiming to calm our nervous system here with nice, long, slow exhales. Thinking calming thoughts. Letting that body relax. We're gonna do one more big inhale, you guys. And a long, slow exhale. We're returning that hand back under our right shoulder. We're gonna do the other side now. So, left hand is gonna thread in between the right arm and the right leg. And we're pressing into the ground and pulling away with our upper back. Again, nice, long, slow exhales. We want our exhales to be slightly longer than the inhales. That is how we tap into our parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest. It's gonna help us calm down a little bit after all those burpees. Great job, you guys. And one more big inhale. A long, slow exhale. And we're returning that hand back under our left shoulder. Awesome. So our last part of the cool down is going to be some child's pose. So we can take our knees a little bit wider than hip width, whatever is going to feel comfortable for you. And then we're going to go ahead and walk those hands out and sink those hips back, forehead, chin, or cheek to the mat or floor, whatever you are using today. Same deal with the breaths here, you guys. Long inhales, longer exhales, calming the body down. We're going to start off breathing into our chest. And that's going to help open up our back and our shoulders, which is going to feel really good after those planks. And with each exhale, slowly relaxing a little bit more into the ground. And now we're going to switch into a deep belly breath. So we're breathing really deep into that belly, feeling that low back expand a little bit. And slowly exhaling. We're going to do one more big deep inhale into the belly. And a long, slow exhale through the mouth. And we're going to slowly return to standing. And that will conclude today's exercise with Exos. Thank you all so much for coming. And I loved everyone telling me your favorite Halloween movie. It's always fun to celebrate whatever holiday is coming up. And now that it is fall, it is Halloween season, pumpkin season. We're doing all the fall things here. So awesome job today, you guys. Thank you all for coming. Don't forget, today we do have one more stretch break for the week at 2:30 with Luis. and that does count towards the Zen and 10 program that we have going on. But if you cannot make it to our live Zoom classes or Zoom stretch breaks, we do have them all up on our YouTube channel for you to do at whatever time works best for your schedule. So don't forget to do that. And I hope everyone enjoys their long weekend because we do have our holiday tomorrow. So I hope everyone enjoys it, relaxes, gets some fresh air outside, all of that. Hopefully the smoke will clear. So, but thank you all for coming. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.